Military is a very important institution that no country can exist without. Major primary roles of military include to defend a country and its citizens from any foreign intruders, to provide humanitarian services during disasters, as well as to represent the country by engaging in peacekeeping missions in foreign countries. This military ranking is made based on Global Firepower 2021 analysis. Global Firepower is an organization that is widely known for having a fairly accurate understanding of the global military strengths. Making use of over 50 factors for its own formula to determine a given nation's power index score, based on manpower, airpower, army strength, naval power, and financial resources. The following rankings listing was made based on the latest ranking of global firepower. The smaller the power index score, the stronger a nation's technical fighting capability is. This year's ranking assessed 140 nations, including 36 from African countries. Here are top 10 most sophisticated African militaries ranking in 2021. Number 10, Sudan. Head of State, President Abdel Fattah al-Burhan. Global ranking, 77. The 2021 annual Global Firepower Reviews places Sudan in the 77th position among 140 others considered most powerful military ranking across the globe. Sudan has a power index rating of 1.5159, which is fairly impressive. The Sudanese Armed Forces has a total of 104,000 active force personnel, 191 aircraft, 410 combat tanks, 403 armored fighting vehicles and a total of 18 naval assets. Number 9, Tunisia. Head of State, President Kais Saied. Global ranking, 73. This year, Tunisia is ranked 73 out of the 140 countries according to the annual GFP reviews, and it holds a score of 1.4134. Tunisian armed forces consist of the Tunisian Army, Tunisian Air Force and Tunisian Navy. Tunisian military is equipped with more than 150,000 active duty personnel, of which 80,000 were conscripts. Paramilitary forces consisted of 12,000 members. Number 8, Libya. Head of State, Prime Minister Abdul Hamid Dbiba. Global ranking, 70. Libya deserves its place as Africa's most defensive nation. It has a power index of 1.2736. The country is way ahead because of its advanced naval forces, the endowment of natural resources, and the mobility of troops. Libya has about 2,500 armored fighting vehicles, 500 tanks, 600 towed artillery pieces, 6,500 logistical vehicles. Number 7, Ethiopia. Head of State, President Sahle-Work Zewde. Global ranking, 66. Ethiopia, the country stands out as the only one that overcame colonial masters, thanks to its strong military. This status seems to have not changed as Ethiopia once again this year make it on top 10 strongest militaries. Ethiopia has more than 162,000 perfectly trained armed men with a power index of 1.0901. Ethiopia currently has an active force of 140,000 troops with nearly 2 million people reaching military age annually. Number 6, Angola. Head of State, President João Lourenço. Global ranking, 65. The Angola Armed Forces, FFA, has 3 components, the Army, the Navy, and the Air Force. Recent findings reveal that there are over 107,000 military members in a nation with 30 million citizens. The Angola Power Index is now at 1.0799. It currently has an active force of up to 100,000 troops backed up by 585 armored fighting vehicles, 300 tanks, 285 pieces of aircraft, and has a navy of 57 craft. Hello and welcome. If you have not subscribed yet, please subscribe and join us as we tell the untold stories of Africa, and please do not forget to ring notification bell so that you get notified every time we upload informative video like this one. Number 5, Morocco. Head of State, King Mohammed VI. Global ranking, 53. Morocco has a good reputation of organized troops. The country has a power index of 0.8735, with 500,000 military member for its 34 million residents. The Royal Army has an active force of 196,000 personnel. These makes Morocco military ratio to be about 1.5%. At its disposal are 291 aircraft, 2,720 armored vehicles, 1,109 tanks, and a navy with a fleet of 121 assets. Number 4, Nigeria. Head of State, President Muhammadu Buhari. Global ranking, 35. The legacy of the Nigerian military is greatly increasing due to its active action against recent constant terrorist attacks in the area, and subsequent excellent training that members receive. The country has over 120,000 military personnel protecting over 200 million inhabitants. A military ratio of 0.1% is pretty much reasonable for a country with such huge population. The latest Nigerian Power Index stands at 0.6241. Nigeria has more than 1,800 armored vehicles, 250 tanks, and 6,000 logistical vehicles, as well as nearly 300 aircraft and 25 high-powered naval vessels. Number 3, South Africa. Head of State, President Cyril Ramaphosa. Global ranking, 32. The Rainbow Nation comes third with a strong army of national defenders. Having 81,300 military personnel in a country with 55 million citizens is satisfactory. With a power index of 0.5665, this country is having a defense budget of whopping $4.6 billion. Its aircraft and naval vessels are notoriously well equipped with the latest technology, and though the country has less than 100,000 active frontline personnel, it has enough resources for much more. Number 2, Algeria. Head of State, President Abdelmajid Tebboune. Global ranking, 27. This Western African state has a good population-military ratio of about 0.7%. It consists of 280,000 military members with active frontline personnel number more than 130,000 troops, and it has nearly 2,000 armored fighting vehicles at its disposal. GFP estimates its power index at 0.4439. Number 1, Egypt. Head of State, President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi. Global ranking, 13 out of 140 countries. Egypt finds itself on the top regarding to military strength due to the sizable number of its armed forces, having over 920,000 army members for an estimated population of 99 million. This North African country ranks 13th in global rankings with impressive power index of 0.2216, whereby a score of 0 is considered perfect military. The Egyptian armed forces consist of the Egyptian Army, Egyptian Navy, Egyptian Air Force and Egyptian Air Defense Command. Nearly 500,000 personnel serve on its active frontline force, far surpassing all its African counterparts. It has nearly 10,000 armored fighting vehicles, 60,000 logistical vehicles, 1,092 aircraft, and large oil reserves. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed watching, please comment and like this video. Do not forget to subscribe and ring notification bell so that you get notified when we upload video like this in the future.